Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. The channel. This is a show that I'm going to really enjoy here because it kind of goes to comments that I get on a daily basis on our channel from these twerking ass LeBron James fans who come to the channel every single day. They don't like us, but they always on the channel every single day, twerking it up, talking about this, talking about that. Oh, all you do is hate on LeBron. You need LeBron for clicks and blah, blah, blah. That's all they do. Pocket watch from dusk till dawn. That's all they do. Sit up there and pocket watch you. Even dudes with money be pocket watching. Look how many videos he did. How many videos he did. Son, why are you watching how many videos I did, B? Why are you counting my videos, bro? I don't go to you dudes' channels be counting your videos. I don't care. Even these independent creator dudes, I don't care what you dudes think. I don't watch your content. I don't count your content. I don't analyze your content. And they know who I'm talking to. Winnie the Pooh and all of these sweet, fluffy dudes. They already know who I'm talking about. I don't be watching you dudes. I already said the only people I watch are Too Raw for TV. I'm talking about the dudes I watch the most. Too Raw for TV, Sports and Fitness Rants, and then sprinkle in there, I got Man Down Sports, a few other guys, Scap Attack. He don't really be dropping videos that much. There's a lot of other guys that I watch that don't publish as much, but the people I watch the most is those two dudes right there. That's it. All of these videos, I don't be watching these dudes. They be watching we're trash, we're this. So why you watching? You talking about all you do is release. So how you know that if you don't watch? I know nothing is going on in your life, but you know everything that's going. I don't care about you dudes. Y'all be thinking I care. I don't care. Half of the time they be sneak dissing me. Look at what so-and-so said about you. The only time I be watching Suzette is because sometimes Suzette be coming up with stories that before me. And I'll be like, oh, did this happen? And I'm gonna see that. But he don't even get to talk because Suzette got my pictures and videos and his content every single day. So he don't even get to talk. I just want to get that out the way because they be feeling like they doing so. I'll be monitoring your channel. I noticed that you got a lot of, good. Thank you for monitoring. Whatever that does for you, how much bread you made off of the monitoring, have fun with it. Like y'all thinking y'all doing something, y'all move, I'm going to say that and I'm going to make him feel like this. Ooh, where am I going to? A lot of these LeBron fans, because they really view LeBron as a god. And they feel like he is like the almighty and he brings everything and he talk about him. He's going to bring content and money, and that's what they feel. I had to point out to one of their biggest supporters, I'm like, go through our catalog of videos. We have almost 4,000 videos. Pull up 100 LeBron videos. I got over 100. I had to send some to one of his supporters. We were going back and forth. I sent them a catalog. How many videos of LeBron you see got 150,000 views? How many? We're pushing 140 million views. How many you see? Oh, I ain't getting no response. But they still believe it. Where am I getting to? I'm getting to some comments that Stephen A. Smith made on his rebuttal to LeBron James just a few hours ago. A show called LeBron, The Lies Keep Coming, where Stephen A. Smith made us proud by actually going at this dude. And Stephen A. Smith says something about LeBron, which I think a lot of his fans need to hear. He essentially said that LeBron James will be irrelevant when he retires from the NBA. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Stephen A. Smith had to say there. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. LeBron fans, get your napkins.
Or anybody that cares about him. I certainly don't want to hurt Bronny. I'm rooting for the kid. But the news is the news. The sport is the sport. And the story was the story. So LeBron can say anything he wants, and I wanted to talk about him or whatever. And I'm going to continue to talk to you about you, bro. When you retire, let's see how much I talk to you about you then. You won't matter much. I promise you, I won't be talking about you much when you stop playing. But as long as you're playing, I'm going to talk about you. Because that's my job. And I'm going to be very objective about it. You deserve praise, I'm going to give it to you. You deserve criticism, I'm going to give that too. But at least I'm going to tell the truth. instead of lying like LeBron James has been lying, using his son as an excuse to say what he said to me. He has a problem with me. He knows good and damn well I wasn't shitting on his son. He has a problem. And instead of talking to me about it, he came at me when I wasn't in a position to respond. And then when he wanted to respond and elaborate, he went to Pat McAfee. Major props to Pat McAfee again for getting it. Anybody would have gotten it. Damn it, you did it. I have no problem with Pat McAfee whatsoever, what he did with this interview. I'm not insulted or offended or betrayed by a teammate or anything like that. That's nonsense.
So you heard what Stephen A. Smith had to say. This is something LeBron fans don't want. You see, these dudes are such clowns. They feel like when LeBron retires, that's the end of it for people that talk about LeBron James. They believe that. They actually believe that, believe it or not. They think in their minds that when LeBron retires and people that talk about LeBron James on a daily basis, whether it's positive or negative, they think that when he retires, all the revenue goes away because LeBron is no longer the topic. These fools are unaware of the fact that the NBA will move on. The NBA was here before LeBron, and it will be here after he was gone. He's gone. That's number one. Number two, if LeBron is as important as you say he is, why are we witnessing record lows in viewership in the sport? If he moves the needle the way you dudes like to say, why was he a part of some of the lowest rated all-star games in the history of the sport? If he is this big draw that you guys like to say, why has he never been in an NBA Finals game that ever got the amount of ratings that Michael Jordan did? You see, they believe that the sport won't go on. They believe that fan interest won't shift. Let me burst your bubble, guys. Do you know that there are a lot of NBA fans that are waiting for LeBron to retire to come back to the sport? Are y'all aware of that? Of course you're not aware of it. You live in a bowl of honey. You comb your hair with honey. Your lotion is honey. So of course you don't know that. Y'all dudes really believe that when this dude retires, the NBA is going to be gone. Like it's like everybody's walking out the door. When what you need to understand is a lot of people walked out of the door because of this dude. And the moment he retires, a lot of them will come back. Y'all don't even know that. But forget about the fact of all of the fans that will come back, because a lot of them will come back because Son is mad polarizing because of his antics. Forget about that. There will be a new star. Or let me guess, you think the NBA will be done after LeBron, right? In your world, that's what you believe, right? That's what you believe. The NBA will stop existing. So the question then becomes, if that's the case, how was the NBA existing before him? I don't know. I don't have an answer because I'm an idiot. I don't know. I'm dumb, so I have no answer for it. I don't think things through. You even got some of these pseudo dudes, these dudes that think they pseudo smart. Dumb think they smart. Yeah, you got a lot of them on the internet too. Dumb think they smart. They think they smart. They think, oh, man, I can reason this thing properly. I'm going to go at Dreamers Pro and really, I'm going to really break them down and that's what they do. Y'all are crazy. Y'all really believe that, don't you? We'll see. We'll see. What you dudes should be praying for is Son keeps playing for the next 150 years to keep him relevant. Let me break it down for you guys to the ground. Jordan videos get way more views than LeBron videos. And Jordan been retired for 30 years on our channel, bro. Y'all don't want to wrestle with that, huh? Jordan videos be getting 200,000, 300,000 views. Easily. When there's some news around him. Ain't no LeBron video getting 200,000-300,000 views consistently if there's some news around him. People are still trying to, if an old story comes up about the Chicago Bulls and the Dynasty Bulls, people want to hear more about that than some of this other stuff. Oh, y'all don't know that, huh? Y'all really believe that they're more LeBron fans than they are Michael? Y'all truly believe that? So if they are, where are these people? Why don't be show up to these games? Why don't be watching the games? Huh? Where are all of these people at? Where they at? Where they at? Where y'all at? Why y'all don't be coming out to show their support? Y'all really believe it, don't you? In your heart. Man, when LeBron retires, people like Dreamers Pro are going to have nothing to say. Keep believing that. You go ahead and keep believing that. Bless your heart, beloved. Bless your heart. You really believe that, don't you? The question you should be asking yourself is this. What happens when LeBron retires and me as a serial twerker and I have nobody else to twerk for? What are you going to do? What are LeBron fans going to be doing? Going through withdrawals? You going to be seeing them strung out on the street, honey seeping out their veins, trying to wash that system? What y'all going to do? They going to be depressed. Ain't y'all going to be depressed? Y'all be loving to watch him play every single night. Oh, bless your heart. Dreamers Pro will be here. I'll be here to laugh at you. You better believe it. Because our channel wasn't built on LeBron. LeBron's just the daily stuff to talk about. Because Son gives you free stuff to talk about with his antics. Yesterday, he just gave a whole bunch of stuff to talk. Of course we're going to react to it. He's the biggest face in the NBA. But he won't be the only one. Trust me. Trust me. They didn't get a $77 billion deal because they thought LeBron was going to be the one to help them all the way the next 10 years. Let's be for real. Let us be for real. And oh, by the way, for them LeBron fans that feel, oh, when LeBron retires, Dreamers Pro screwed. No, I'm not, buddy. I didn't come on the internet begging for bread. I'm super good. Trust me. LeBron James went on the Pat McAfee show and went on this tirade. He was on a rampage. He was going at everybody, even Brian Windhorst, one of his biggest twerkers. I got to say this to Brian Windhorst. After all of that twerking, after all of that support you threw in the direction of this bozo, how you feel, son? How you feel to watch this dude go on TV and piss all over your head? How do you feel in your soul? You thought you was defending a noble dude. You thought that. You thought Son was noble. And you found out he snaked your ass too. He called you a weirdo on TV. Why? Because you said Jordan may have been an influence possibly on him becoming a Nike player. And because of that, with his sensitive ass, he decided to piss all over you and embarrass you. That's LeBron James, folks. Sooner or later, when this dude retires, y'all gonna see how much of a bozo this dude is. That's what he does to his supporters. Imagine what he does to people he don't like. But anyway, during his convo, they asked him about Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. He kept it funky. Him and Kobe never had a relationship. We all knew that. Look how Kobe used to dog him. I know for a fact LeBron didn't like Kobe. It's obvious. Look how he used to humiliate him. If LeBron will call Brian Windhorst a weirdo for what he said, and that was just a lightweight comment, imagine what he felt about Kobe, that thought he was soft and would show him up in all-star games, embarrassing him in front of millions of people, live TV, people in the arena. Imagine what he thought about him. But what I like was he kept it funky. I never had a relationship with Kobe like that. I never knew something like that. I would never rocked out with him like that. And then it got to the point where they were talking about Jordan. And he was like, there ain't no relationship there. There's no relationship there. But it's because I'm still competing. Matter of fact, I don't want to imitate this dude. Y'all listen to LeBron James explain why him and Michael Jordan are not so close. Take a listen to that.
Who, me and Michael?
Jordan?
Yeah, we're in a good spot. We don't talk.
Why not, you think?
Because I'm still playing. I think I'm still playing. I'm still focused on my craft right now.
when you're done, you think you two will be the
I would
only
hope
two
so.
that can have a conversation?
I would hope so. You know, the funny thing is, me and Kobe, besides our, the late great Kobe, obviously, me and Kobe never had a real relationship either until we was on the Olympic team. We had a great relationship there. Olympic team 8, Olympic team 12, but it was always competitive between us. We were always like, I was on the East Coast, he was on the West Coast, and it was like, even though we never, I one time in 09 and didn't beat Orlando, and I think it was 09, didn't beat Orlando and didn't get him an opportunity to play him in the finals. But like, and until I became a Laker and then he retired, that's when our relationship like became really, really good.
Yeah.
He like welcomed me, called me like, bro, anything you need in LA, like I got you. You're a Laker now, you family, and we would have multiple conversations. He was obviously, you guys saw him coming to a lot of games and things of that nature. And when I passed him in the scoring record in Philly, I think he had a tweet out there like, keep on going, like keep transcending the game, keep going, like, and that so much to me. So like, I think it's because I'm still playing, and MJ's, we all know MJ. Even if you don't know him personally, he's one of the most ruthless competitors there is. And till I'm done, and he doesn't have to look at me run up and down wearing the number 23, and every time my name is mentioned with his, he's like, I don't want to you.
Yeah, I'm on a golf course. Yeah, I'm on a golf course.
Don't talk to me right now. I'm on the back nine. Do not call me.
It was great to see y'all at the top 75.
Oh yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah,
that's straight respect, admiration, and just like, me for sure. I mean, I said I wear 23 because of MJ, and that inspiration that he gave me as a kid in Akron, Ohio, that don't have much inspiration in your hometown. You look at something.
Fantastic. You heard what LeBron James said. So I was thinking about that. He was like, well, Jordan want to talk to me because I'm competing. And I'm like, nah, that's not it. What you inadvertently just admitted is that Michael Jordan never liked you or respected you the way he did Kobe Bryant. Do you know why? Because Jordan already revealed the fact that him and Kobe were close while Kobe was playing. For those of you who don't remember, take a listen to Michael Jordan speaking about him and Kobe's relationship at his funeral. Run the video.
He used to call me, text me, 11:30, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Talking about post-up moves, footwork, and sometimes the triangle. At first, it was an aggravation. But then it turned into a certain passion. This kid had passion like you would never know. And it's an amazing thing about passion. If you love something, if you have a strong passion for something, you would go to the extreme to try to understand or try to get it. Either ice cream, Cokes, hamburgers, whatever you have a love for. If you have to walk, you would go get it. If you have to beg someone, you would go get it. What Kobe Bryant was to me was the inspiration that someone truly cared about the way I played the game or the way that he wanted to play the game. He wanted to be the best basketball player that he could be. And as I got to know him, I wanted to be the best big brother that I could be. To do that, you have to put up with the aggravation, the late night calls, or the dumb questions. I took great pride as I got to know Kobe Bryant that he was just trying to be a better person, a better basketball player. We talked about business. We talked about family. We talked about everything. And he was just trying to be a better person.
So you heard there. It turns out that it has nothing to do with the fact that you're competing. Turns out that it has nothing to do with that. Son didn't rock with you. Jordan and Kobe, if you look at these two guys, you look at their personalities, it is clear that they mesh. Look at LeBron and his antics and his behavior. Jordan gonna rock out with LeBron. Like, let's just be for real for a second. Let's think about everything we know about Jordan, and then let's think about everything that we know about LeBron. And let's be real. Jordan gonna be chatting with LeBron? Really? Really? Nah, bro, ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you playing. He just don't rock with you. He don't like you like that. Ain't got nothing to do. One of his supporters messaged me, no, man. It's not that. It's that. It's that. Jordan never viewed Kobe as a threat. Yeah, he never viewed the guy as a threat that he said is the only guy that can beat him in one-on-one. What? What? The only guy that told him he could beat him one-on-one in his face multiple times, and Jordan said the only guy he believed can beat him in a one-on-one game. He didn't view him as a threat, but he views LeBron as a threat. Like, I'm lost. So therefore, that's why he divulged information to Kobe when Kobe was asking him about leadership. So Jordan, the person he didn't view as a threat, was helping him to win multiple championships to the point where he got 5. And when Kobe got his 5th ring, people were actually asking, is Kobe better than Jordan? Oh, LeBron fans, y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know that because most of y'all are young. Y'all don't know that those conversations existed. When Kobe won his 5th ring, people were beginning to ask, is Kobe just as good or better than Michael? Y'all don't know that. In your mind, that it's only been LeBron because this is what these MFers feed you every single day. And y'all gobble it up with a little pinch of honey at the top. Y'all don't know that. So Jordan's going to advise the guy to help that all the way to the point where he gets 6 rings. And then view him as a threat? I'm lost. It would have made more sense if you said Jordan was helping Kawhi Leonard, who has 1 ring or 2 rings, or some guy that had 1 ring. Okay, I can get that. He's no threat. But the guy that they said was damn near the same thing as you, the guy that Jordan said could beat him in a one-on-one game, he didn't view him as, like, what are we talking about? No. Jordan, yes, he understood how good Kobe was, but he respected Kobe. I believe he respected Kobe Bryant as a man first. How about that? How about that? Oh, y'all want to leave that out. Oh, you think it's just basketball players? No. It's men, people first. Then it's a basketball player. I gotta like the person first before I even interact with them. Hello. Their content creators are smaller than us that I always talk to and give advice that I think could be great. But if I don't like you as a person, or I don't like your vibe, I'm not talking to you. Period. That's the first thing. If I don't rock out with you on a human level, I'm not rocking out with you. I'm not. So clearly, MJ rocked out more with Kobe. So LeBron talking about is because I'm still playing. Nah, bruh. That's what you're saying to console yourself. You're trying to console yourself to say, oh, it's because I'm nah, bruh. He was very close with Kobe. You heard the audio. It ain't got a damn thing to do with some damn, oh, I'm still playing, that's why. Michael Jordan ain't thinking about LeBron the way y'all think he is. If Michael truly thought about LeBron, don't you think at some point by now he would have come out and said something with all of these ridiculous narratives that are going on there? Jordan knows it's a game. Jordan knows this is Nike and ESPN promoting this stuff because they need to make money. So they found this dude. Okay, let's promote him. When Kobe was here, when he was winning his 5th ring, they were promoting Kobe. But now he's the one to talk about, let's promote him. You think Jordan really loses sleep and thinks that LeBron is better than, like, let's be for real. You think Jordan, let me ask y'all, you believe that Jordan believes LeBron is better than Kobe? Who believes that? LeBron don't believe that. Nobody believes that. Kobe always said Jordan always said Kobe was better. You think Michael Jordan believes LeBron is better than Kobe Bryant? Let's be for real here. But he just doesn't want to engage in that. He's enjoying his $3 billion. He's a billionaire, multi-billionaire. You know, LeBron's a billionaire. For somebody that's a billionaire, you sure know what's going on with all what this guy said about you. Bro, you're supposed to be Teflon by that point. Your confidence is supposed to be on 1 million. And I'd be wondering, is this some pseudo confidence? Because you be rocking that king crown, but the king is worried about a lot of what peasants are saying. I'm lost. If you're the king, you understand they're going to throw rocks at the throne. Why is every little thing that the peasants are saying about you, why has it got you tripping? Or are you just saying that because you believe that? Because you're just trying to console yourself? So, why am I giving LeBron James all this smoke? Because he deserves it. Because son is a bozo. You saw how he went up there and treated Brian Windhorst and all of the. He's a bozo. Let's be for real. That's a bozo move. Brian Windhorst, who did nothing but twerk it up for LeBron James, son called him a weirdo. And Pat McAfee over there laughing. But this the dude we supposed to be playing with kid gloves? Nah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Some of y'all can do it. Twerk it up. I'm 37 years old. Nah, bro. I'm not trying to be friends with these dudes like that. Some of these dudes trying to maintain relationships. Oh, I want to be cool. I don't care. If it ain't making me no money, I don't care. Y'all be thinking I care. I don't care. Y'all be thinking I'm trying to know these dudes. I don't care. I was on the way to the mall today talking with this guy about getting into about understanding development to like build estates and duplexes and all. You think I'm sitting here talking about, I wonder if so-and-so likes me. I don't care at all if you like me or not. I'm sorry. I got my wife, I got my daughter, I got my family, I got my close friends. Y'all can keep that. We not in high school, B. We don't need to be rocking out like that. I'm a grown-ass man, son. And grown men, I know the people that they care about the most, number one, their family, their kids, and then maybe their close friends. They're not up here trying, I want to be, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Sorry, I don't care. I'm too old to be caring about what being friends with dudes. I don't care. I thought that this topic was kind of simmering down, but it looks like it's ramping up. And there's so many aspects to this. So yesterday, LeBron went on the Pat McAfee show. He just went on his tirade and he just rampaged through the entire segment that he was there. And he just went at everybody, Stephen A. Smith, Brian Windhorst, whatever. So Stephen A. Smith responded to it, Then there was a clip that was going viral of Stephen A. Smith saying, had that man put his hands on me, I would have swung on him immediately. And everybody was reacting to that. Then LeBron goes on his Instagram, I believe, and posts a picture, not a picture, like a image or whatever of Stephen A. Smith when he was boxing. And then he was laughing at the bottom and put womp, womp, womp. And everybody's reacting to that. I think 1.5 million people have liked the post. So many celebrities have commented on the post. So it's that's just crazy, right? A lot of people are going off there. So I wake up this morning and I see a clip from, I forgot the channel's name. I see a clip anyway that was reacting to some comments that Shannon Sharpe made yesterday on Nightcap about this situation. Now, what do we know? We know that Shannon is a huge LeBron James supporter. We know this. And he has been so for years. We know that Shannon has even had situations where he almost scrapped with an NBA team over LeBron James with the Memphis Grizzlies. We know that too. So we know that Shannon Sharpe doesn't play when it comes to LeBron James. We know that. We also know that when Shannon Sharpe was let go of at ESPN, at FS1, Stephen A. Smith was the guy that reached out to him and was like, yo, come work with me, like da-da-da-da-da. And Shannon was like, nobody was checking for him, but Stephen A. Smith did. And he was like, that was a solid move. And Shannon Sharpe's career went to a whole nother level from being on ESPN First Take, but also because of what he did on his own with the Cat Williams interview and all of that, right? So one would have thought that Shannon would have shown some loyalty to Stephen A. Smith, given the fact that one of his day jobs is on ESPN First Take. But it looks like that's not what happened there. Shannon, instead of just kind of staying away from this topic, he decided to jump in. And he was basically siding with LeBron James, right? And basically saying that Stephen A. Smith should stand down. And I'm listening to this. I'm like, yo, I have never seen nothing like this before in my life. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Shannon Sharpe had to say on the show, Nightcap, yesterday. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Shannon here.
I wish Stephen A. would just left it alone. Once he addressed it, once it happened.
The first time.
Address it. This is what happened. He came over to me, said what he said. I want to address it now, and I'm going to be done with it.
Right.
Because as my grandma used to say, boy, stirring up old ish it still smells.
Mm.
So every time Stephen A talks about it, it stirs it up again.
Yeah.
And look, I see both sides. I see both sides of the equation.
Yeah.
But Stephen A just need to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to let it go. And now he's like, well, if he'd hit him, I don't think LeBron was coming to hit you. LeBron was coming to tell you, bro, just stop talking about my son.
Right.
He said, because you said, oh, as a father, now you're making it personal. You're making it personal because now you're making it seem, and this is how LeBron, I think, took it. You making it seem that I'm not a good father, that I'm not putting my son in a position to be successful. And so you're pushing this. And so LeBron took it a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And am I surprised LeBron responded the way he did so publicly? Because LeBron is a very private person.
Yes, sir.
He might have an issue with someone and you will never know it.
You'll never know it. Yeah.
You'll never know it. So, and so for him to do that at a game, and it wasn't after the game, it wasn't before the game, it was the third quarter during a timeout.
Right.
Lets you know how upset he was at Stephen A and what Stephen A had been saying. But at this point in time, I understand LeBron, they asked LeBron about this, but if I'm Stephen A, hey, guys, I've already addressed that. He said what he said. I understood his point. I said what I said. Now it's time to move on.
Right.
Look, it's not going to stop me from talking about LeBron James, the basketball player on the court. But the incident, I feel that we've talked about it ad nauseum. I feel we've talked about it enough, and now it's time to move on. That's what I wish Stephen A would do.
Yeah.
But like he said, I mean, look, I get it. That's LeBron James. It's the biggest name in pro North American sport.
Right.
And when you mention his name, good, bad, or indifferent, people will want to click and hear what you have to say about him. But the one thing I know about this guy, and I know him a little bit, I don't know him as well as a lot of people do.
Right.
That man loves his family. He's gonna protect his family now.
Always. And I think when you think about it, and you go back to the way things happen with LeBron actually addressing Stephen A courtside, is what Stephen A said obviously was said publicly on a public forum on TV. So he addressed it the exact same way, publicly, courtside in the middle of a game.
Yes.
Now, as a father, and like Stephen A said, he understood where LeBron was coming from. Knowing Stephen A, I think in the individual that he is, LeBron said what he had to say today. I'm sure Stephen A is going to respond to that, because
he did.
You need to think about it. Anytime anyone says anything to or about Stephen A, he's going to have an answer to whatever is being said. That's just him, and it's always been him. I know you would like him to leave it alone, but I don't think that's not how this gonna go.
The only thing I would have said was, Stephen A, look, I know people are gonna like, man, LeBron should have stole on you. LeBron should have did this. Man, they just talking.
Yeah,
Stephen A, man, you the same, man. I'm about to be 57. You about to be 58. Bro, that ain't even your MO.
Right.
You ain't gonna fight nobody. LeBron wasn't gonna swing on you, and you wasn't gonna, LeBron wasn't gonna swing on you, so there would have been no need for you to swing on him. I'm glad you guys stood there and y'all talked. Look, he said what he said. You seemed to be receptive at the time of it. You said you understood because he was speaking to you as a father and not LeBron James, the basketball player. And you said you understood that. Let it go now.
So you heard what Shannon had to say. I gotta say this. As I was watching this, that's the clip that we just played for you guys, I was just saying to myself, I've never seen something like this before. I've never seen something like this before, where people are literally tripping over themselves to twerk, like just twerk it up for LeBron. And it's just, I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen it. I've just, the amount of celebrities that are just out there twerking it up. I've never seen something like this before. It's incredible to me. It really, really is incredible to me. It's surprising. Regarding what Shannon said, I think the best course of action here would have been for Shannon to just simply stay out of it. I think that would have been the optimal thing to do. Now, granted, Shannon Sharpe has had some spats here and there, and Stephen A. Smith has chimed in on it as well. But this one is a little bit different, given the person we're talking about, because as Chad Johnson said, Stephen A. Smith is not one of these people that's going to let it down if somebody talks about him. He's going to respond, and if Stephen A. Smith hears these comments, I'm sure Stephen A. Smith is going to have one or two things to say about the situation. Stephen A. Smith vehemently believes that he didn't attack Bronny. I still don't see how he attacked him, right? Because remember, LeBron said, keep my son out of this. So I don't see where Stephen A. Smith attacked him. In fact, Stephen A. Smith admitted to not doing his job by purposefully not covering Bronny James. Now, the comments that he made about LeBron was directed to LeBron. The comments he made that day after the game they played against the Philadelphia 76ers. But people are now trying to twist it and say he's talking about Bronny, when in reality he's not. He never did. And what I'm noticing from Stephen A. Smith is that he's quickly losing his patience with LeBron and his camp and being cordial and all of that. If you listen to what he said yesterday in his response on his channel, he ain't holding back no more. I wish he would go a little bit further. And use his bully pulpit. And Stephen A. Smith knows something. And a lot of these guys know it too. They can play, but they know. Stephen A. Smith has something on his side that is stopping LeBron from actually being able to affect him. He's successful at what he does. Stephen A. Smith may not have the money that LeBron has, but in terms of the position in media and the position that LeBron has in the NBA is pretty much equal. He's had the number one show for how many years now? Over a decade? Hard to argue with that. Now, some people believe, oh, look, Stephen A. Smith is doing for clout and all of this stuff. Let me ask y'all a question. Stephen A. Smith's show has been number one for how many years? Was it because of LeBron for all of those years? Let's be for real here. Y'all love to give LeBron his props. Give that man his props too. Regardless of what you think about him, son knows how to get ratings. He knows how to get, like, let's just call a spade a spade. Like, let's not front. It like, we know what it is, right? So Stephen A. Smith knows that. He knows that. And he's like, nah, I'm not backing down nothing. What is surprising is the amount of people that want him to back down. It's crazy, man. People are tripping over themselves to twerk it up. It's like, just let it go, man. Let it go. And the part that kills me with Shannon is talking about let it go. He don't never let nothing go. Shannon Sharpe has had his string of beefs with people. He don't let nothing go. I read through the comments. People like, yo, Shannon, it would have been better if you took your own advice on this one. You're talking about let it go. You never let it go. This is interesting. And now I'm waiting to see if Stephen A. Smith responds to Shannon. It'll be very interesting. But let them keep playing. This thing will get ugly. You'll get a channel. This is a crazy day. So let's get into the topic now. So, as you guys know, LeBron James went on the Pat McAfee show yesterday. And he went on a rampage. He sneak dissed Charles Barkley and these guys. He talked about Stephen A. Smith. He talked about Brian Windhorst. He got at everybody. But the person that everyone is talking about is what he had to say about Stephen A. Smith, talking about he's on this Taylor Swift tour and all of this stuff. And I've always said, look, I don't think Stephen A. Smith is milking the situation, because the situation is literally about him. So he can talk as much as he wants to talk about it. It's involving him. It's not like as if it involves somebody else. It involves him, right? So I never viewed it that way. You can't clout chase off yourself. So you have that there. So LeBron went on his, rant or whatever you want to call it, with Pat McAfee, who was just up there twerking it up. Pat McAfee, he was twerking it up before LeBron even sat down. He was up there twerking it up. So then what happens? That goes on. And as I'm watching this, I'm saying to myself, Stephen A. Smith is definitely going to respond to son. But little did I know how far and how much Stephen A. Smith was going to say on his show. He even started off the show with the title. What did he call it? The name of the show? He started off the show with the title, "The Lies Keep Coming." LeBron, the lies keep coming. And in 3 hours, this show has 91,000 views. So I decided to click on it and watch. And for the very first time since I've listened to Stephen A. Smith discuss this issue, for the very first time, he actually went back at LeBron and wasn't trying to be politically correct. Because to me, when you're dealing with people that are not playing fair, I don't see why you need to play fair with them. LeBron clearly don't care about the niceties and those glowing things you were saying about him. So why sit up there and try to twerk it up for him? Go at him. And folks, let me tell y'all, Stephen A. Smith did just that. We got a lot that we want to play for you guys. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Stephen A. Smith had to say in response to LeBron's comments on the Pat McAfee show on ESPN. And then we're going to come back and really get into this. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
But don't the truth matter? Because there's one person in this ordeal that's telling the truth, and it's me. I don't lie to y'all. His ass lies a lot. And there's a lot of shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness and the two-facedness and smile in your face and dig you behind the back. I happen to know that about him, which is why I don't like him. And he don't like me. But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? Your son ain't at the house. He's at Crypto.com Arena. We ain't covering him in Brentwood. We covering him in downtown LA at the Crypto.com Arena, where you put him. Now, I happen to believe that he's going to be ready. I think Bronny's going to be an NBA player. I believe in the kid personally. But LeBron did this. Now, to get to he and I, LeBron is one of those dudes who believes he's up here. And folks, particularly in the media, are down here. There are exceptions, you know, in moments that he needs others. But that's who he is. Cool. LeBron has a show called The Shop. Once upon a time, Rich Pauls, the Maverick Carters came up to me, gotta have you on. I said, simple and plain, no problem. Only on one condition. Two conditions, I'm sorry. LeBron must be there because there are times where The Shop was aired and LeBron wasn't in attendance. I said, I show up, LeBron has to be there. Number one. And number two, no editing. Don't edit Cliff Note stuff, clip things, cut it out. Nah. Let the public see. I know if I told him to come on First Take, he ain't gonna want to do that because he views that as benefiting me. I know that if I wanted him to come on this podcast, he viewed that as benefiting me. Ladies and gentlemen, I offered to come on his spot. Name the time and place and I'll show up. By my damn self. I was never taken up on that offer. Because you see, it's real easy to talk that talk like you got all the facts when I'm not there to respond. It's another thing entirely if I'm there to refute all the shit coming out your mouth. But if he wanted, you know, I wish he had The Shop. I wish he invited me on. Not my platform, his platform. You can't defend the stuff that he's done. You have no idea, but he knows I know. We want to go there, let's go there. Slithering and just through stuff and always with the two-faced nonsense. Ooh, y'all don't know the half. Y'all don't know. So when he went on Pat McAfee's show earlier today, it was no surprise. The show that comes on after First Take. The show that stars me. I know that you got a new podcast coming out with Steve Nash. No surprise there. JJ Redick, Steve Nash. No surprise. Wasn't it LeBron James that NBA in the play-in tournament? Wasn't it LeBron James that showed up and notified the NBA at the last minute that he wasn't going to be participating in NBA All-Star Weekend? I don't know whether it was because he didn't like its new format or not. Wasn't it LeBron James who was reportedly sitting in the locker room with players, and Dr. J and Larry Bird talked to the players about playing hard and giving the fans what they want to see and how important All-Star Weekend was, and the NBA thought that the players really had bought in until LeBron James gave the players a side eye, and then all of a sudden they went out and allowed almost 400 points to be scored in the last All-Star game before this one just passed in 2025? Wasn't that LeBron? I told y'all when he took his talents to South Beach, ain't nobody gonna say I had a complaint about that. My complaint was about Kevin Durant going to Golden State after being up 3-1, losing the series to them, and then joining them a month later. But we've been past that. We've been over that. And I wish Kevin Durant nothing but the best. Clownish comments about me and all. But LeBron James, I certainly never had a problem with LeBron James going to Miami. Nothing's more special than South Beach. And that brother had me at South Beach 4 consecutive Junes. I was grateful to LeBron James. I wasn't mad. But when he decided to take his talents to South Beach and did so without showing the decorum and respect of at least giving Dan Gilbert a heads up that was what he was going to do, because he decided to, run an event essentially with Jim Gray sitting down. And he talked about generating over $2.5 million for a worthy cause, fair enough, but it being televised on ESPN and ultimately making his announcement that he was taking his talents to South Beach. Did y'all remember what happened in the aftermath of that? Remember a collective bargaining negotiation that followed where players were stripped of 7% of basketball-related income? I mean, Commissioner Stern and those guys were coming forward anyway, but nevertheless, their angst to do so definitely was heightened after that.
So you heard what Stephen A. Smith had to say. I think Stephen A. Smith is reaching the point where he can't stomach LeBron anymore. I think he's reaching that point where he just can't endure any more of his antics. Let me give you guys a quick insight. At one point, I had LeBron as my 4th greatest player of all time. But I removed him out of my top 5 because of his antics. Especially with the one surrounding Bron. I removed him out of my top 5. And when I sat back and thought about reconsidering, Sports and Fitness Rants was like, nah, bro, you're on the right track. And he made some good points. But LeBron is playing a dangerous game. It's something I said in the past. Turor brought it up today, but I'm going to reiterate what he said. LeBron is turning enemies. He's turning all of these guys into enemies. Stephen A. Smith, Brian Windhorst, Charles Barkley, and all of these guys. Now, it is important that I say this. There are known clutch sports plants in sports. There are known guys that do this. There's some that we know, and there's some that I know that some of y'all don't know. There are known clutch sports agents out there that are working to promote this gospel that is LeBron James. But I think he's making a mistake going at the big dogs. And I think if he's not careful, he's going to pay a price for it. Not now, but when he retires. We're going to get to that in a later show. But Stephen A. Smith called LeBron a two-faced phony that has NBA fans fooled. He got a lot of y'all fooled. Here's the crazy thing. Everybody thinks Kobe, like, oh, Kobe is this, Kobe's cantankerous, he was mercurial, he was this, he was that, he was... Everybody knows the good and bad about Kobe. Nobody knows the good and bad about LeBron. Do you know it? Everybody knows the good and bad about Michael Jordan. They'll tell you it in the comments. Oh, Jordan was this, he was that, he did this, he did that. They brought up his father, thing with Kobe, this and this, he cheated on his wife and all that. But with the stuff with LeBron, nobody knows. You have some of his fans that look at him like he's their father. They view LeBron like as their father. He would never would never, not daddy. Some of them want to call him daddy. Some of them talking about they wish some of them said Bronny and them don't call him daddy the way they would call him daddy. What? Yeah, they said that. There are videos of it. So everybody knows the dirt on Kobe and Jordan. Nobody knows the dirt on LeBron. Stephen A. Smith does. He does. I wish he went into it in that moment. Because at this point, LeBron ain't got no respect for you. You're already a $100 million man anyway. So it don't matter no way, no how. But what I think Stephen A. Smith did was send off a warning shot. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. Keep on playing with me. Keep on thinking it's sweet and everything is a joke and you're going to go up there and kiki it up and laugh it up. When I start exposing your ass, we're going to see what's what. We're going to see what's what. Keep on playing with me. Regarding the two-faced nature, we all know this already. How many of these dudes been back? Look at AD. Look at AD. You ain't got to go no further than look at this situation with Anthony Davis. Everybody knows he snaked that dude. Everybody knows this. NBA players have said it. Marcus Morris Sr. just was like, yo, LeBron wanted Markieff to be a part of the trade, but I thought he ain't know. Looked like he did know. We already been knew this dude is we already been knew that. And I think I'm getting comfortable getting to the point talking about LeBron the way a lot of these Kobe haters and Jordan haters talk about Jordan. You know, they talk about the nasty stuff and the dirty stuff about Jordan. Yeah, I think we're going to get to that point too. How about that, pumpkin? Or should I say cookie? Because, you know, y'all like cookies. How about we get into the dirt with you guys? I'm willing to go into the dirt with you guys and sling. Yeah, I'm not taking the high road with you dudes. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Let's get down and dirty with them. Let's go bar for bar. Sleazeball line for sleazeball line. All the stuff y'all be saying about Kobe and Jordan. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's break some hearts. Let's watch some of these dudes just fall apart. Because they pops. They got a different vision of them. I wish he went into more detail about this dude. I really wish he did. I wish he exposed it the way it's been allegedly exposed about Kobe and Jordan. Let's put it all on the table. Let's put it all on the table. I like the energy he gave here. It was a lot more of I don't give a F and a lot less of that trying to be politically correct with this dude. You don't need to be politically correct. Son is greasy. LeBron is a greaseball. Son is wow greasy. He be snaking dudes. Look at what he did to Brian Windhorst, who does nothing but twerk it up. Look how far that got him. All that twerking, all that gyration. Sitting up there trying to look for the good in a haystack of what LeBron did. And look what he did to you. He called you a weirdo. He called you a weirdo. This is the dude we dealing with. Y'all acting like we dealing with some saint. We not. When was the time you saw Jordan, Kobe, and them going out there talking about people like that? Look at how he was moving on that podcast. He just went on there to SHI, you know what, on everybody. Nah, I think it's time we start giving him that same energy too. You gonna dish it out? You gonna have to deal with it.